I want to catch up. September edition. I need to buy some time, you see. My next video, Learning Chinese Part 5, is essentially going to be a revamp of the entire project. Thing is, I never actually created a plan for my Learning Chinese goal. I created a bunch of lists. I'll get to that in a bit. First, let me talk about my newest tech that I've got to help me with my videos. It's been several months since I've started creating videos, and all of my background tracks have been recorded in the exact same way as I had described in my original creating a YouTube video. Speaker on the floor, microphone next to it, and soundproofing around all of that. It served its purpose pretty well all this time, but it was inconsistent. The mic didn't capture all of the sounds accurately, it was made for voices, not instruments after all, but it was good enough for a track made to be played in the background. But now I can plug my keyboard and a music mic directly into my computer.
And I can sing along with the chords that I play.
Enough of that. But doing an entire script like that would be, well, maybe in the future. It's a Scarlett Solo Gen 3, and I'll probably make a video about my new tech where I go into more detail. Another, less important piece of tech is that I've finally got an internal Wi-Fi card. I had an external one for my desktop, but the wire was a bit loose and would slip out at a moment's notice. That meant that during streaming, I had to keep Nugget away or he was liable to knock it out. Oh, and addendum to the script, when I started recording using my usual Blue Snowball mic, I was getting some crazy feedback fuzzy stuff, and I have no idea why. So in order to record, I switched over to the music mic, so that's also a thing, and also why I might sound just a little bit different. Any more new tech? Well, I've had them for a while, but I've put my monitors on some nice monitor arms, and I think that's about it. I guess now that we're on the subject of video production, my last video was much rougher than I expected it to be. My longest editing job in a while. I think as I've gotten more efficient at making videos, choosing the right stock image, getting better at placing them, expanding the library so I don't have to look up new images and videos to fill in the gaps, doing a video where the bulk of the editing is changing the positioning, zoom, and all of the features of a single image, that actually takes a fair bit more effort. I'm also a bit worried, writing the script before the video's release, that the video is not that well paced. I think my last few videos, vlog excluded, were some of my best videos, and while I don't pay too much attention to YouTube's video analysis numbers, they have been my best performing videos. Twitch has also been going pretty well too, which has been heartening, though I feel a bit guilty that my latest streaming video was scripted and edited before I had an influx of new followers and chatters, especially a couple of whom have actually been coming to several of my streams. In the video, I drew a bunch of my followers and chatters at the time, so it's a bit sad that some of my more dedicated viewers missed out. So hopefully I can rectify that later and pay back all the warm fuzzies they give me by showing up again and again. But my absolute highlight since my last vlog has been both the person on Twitch and someone from my comments both saying that I've helped them with their own projects, one with voice acting and the other with drawing. I started this channel with the intention of keeping myself accountable to get these things done, and with the potential added bonus of hoping to inspire or help others achieve their own goals. But it feels really good to actually know that I've helped people. Yeah, warm and fuzzy. Alright, I'll move on from the sappy stuff and get to the video production. After a quick life update, none. Well, none not relating to my wedding goal anyway. I did have a brief extra busy period at work, but that's pretty much done and dusted. Yep, told you it would be quick. Alright, no more stalling. Time to talk about the projects. Chinese. I'm planning, redoing, rescheduling, realigning, re. As it's the next video, I'm going to go into far more detail there, but the skinny of it is that I will redo the goal to be formatted a lot more to be like the other goals, with a mind map looking branching goal type thing. I'm also going to completely re-evaluate the Duolingo and Domino Chinese goals. Since the last video, I've gone through many iterations in my mind about how to tackle the two, slowing down the pace of Duolingo significantly to be a more steady beat. It's going to be all about juggling the speaking, listening, and vocabulary learning and strengthening where I'm weak and reinforcing what I've got. Of all the goals, Chinese has definitely been the most difficult, and peaks and valleys, where I can simultaneously feel like I'm learning a lot, but also at the same time not getting anywhere. Other goal-wise, things have been going smoothly. I've recorded a bunch of lines for voice acting, and while waiting for the role I was actually cast for to have its script prepared, which is part 2 of the series, I filled in the time by recording the parts for every single male extra in the first part of the series. It was interesting the different methods that I used to record the various parts, and in the end what the editor actually wants, which is something I need to format for them, the deadline for the line submission is tomorrow from when I'm writing this sentence. I do need to chase up my original role that I received, but it may be time to just strike it from the record as one that never actually got off the ground. It's a shame, but with free roles, when there hasn't been any monetary commitment, it's not uncommon for projects to fizzle out before completion. If anything, I'm happy that the other 2 projects I've been cast for seem to be going strong, albeit slowly. Streaming has been going great. Completely unrelated to my streaming video, after I had edited it and scheduled it, I gained a healthy handful of followers. And while it's not about the numbers, it's nice to see new faces showing up on stream. Return viewers too. I've had lots of nice chats with a viewer that has shown up, even just briefly, to more than 10 of my streams. Even with a wild time difference. And they aren't the only one. Someone else that started following during a drawing stream showed up for my Neo the World Ends With You stream. I just feel a bit guilty that I drew those representations before they started following, as I said before. I'll do a couple more drawings for those returning viewers. It'll be good drawing practice anyway. Speaking of which, the animation goal has been slowly progressing, veering into creating a VTuber model notwithstanding. I'm slowly developing my skills and I've started doing themed weeks, starting off with Body Week, where all my streams for that week were based around drawing bodies. I think I'll do it for other things too. Hair Week, Clothes Week, Punch Week. Having a strong theme helps me figure out what to draw without worrying too much in the dozen or so minutes between when I wake up and when I start doing a drawing stream. The final sorta goal is the wedding one, and there's been a lot of progress. I wasn't expecting to do a part 2 for more than a few months at least, but with all the progress that has been happening, I could probably release a part 2 now without being too much of an issue. I also have enough information to do the getting a cat video, or at least I think I do. I'll probably have one more vet visit to make sure our sweet little nugget is developing healthily before I actually start writing the video. I also need to get better at drawing cats. One thing I'm really struggling with is developing a backlog. I used to have a couple of videos scheduled before my most recent upload, but now I'm pretty much living video to video, where I'll upload the next one within the week of the last one airing. So still giving me a bit of a buffer, but definitely not the safety net that I had previously. This video, for example, is still being written, due to that busy work week I mentioned and put previously in the script after revisiting it and revising it. It's been nearly 5 days since I last looked at it, and with just over a week before it's supposed to be scheduled. That's a new closeness record, and that's not a good thing. I've also been extraordinarily slack on my planning for videos. Previously, I had a calendar where I put my approximations of when and what videos were probably going to be scheduled, giving me a rough order. I was also tracking what work was done on videos using a Google spreadsheet. Opening it up for the first time in a long while, I can see the last update was midway through June. Yeah. I've instead changed to pre-creating Google Docs where I write my scripts for the next video part or future video idea and recording my notes there. But otherwise, I more or less look at my uploaded videos and go, it's been a while since my last Chinese streaming/voice acting video, time to create the next one. Or more likely, oh thank goodness it's been 3 videos since my last vlog, I can create another one without feeling guilty. I refuse to miss a deadline before I reach a year of uploading videos, so I'll need to figure something out. I especially need to figure something out for a backlog when it comes to my wedding. I'd hate for you guys to not have a video for a solid 3, 4, 5 weeks. My poor time management also means I haven't been able to work on my secret project that I hinted at last vlog, so I really need to get a move on with that one as well. I think that about covers everything. I hope you've enjoyed the tunes, though I don't know what I'll be playing, but since recording is so much easier, I can do as many takes as I want without worrying about setting up all that nonsense that I previously had to. Thanks for bearing with my break week, not that people ever really watch these vlog videos anyway, but they do serve a purpose, and that really helps me get my thoughts out onto a page, and you sort of align myself for the next batch of videos. Streaming is at twitch.tv/blobbitmcnugget, so catch me there if it tickles your fancy. And thank you for watching. After all, it's we attempt new things, not I attempt new things. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a, pause for time, need a few more seconds, fruitful day.